Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I am back at Euston Wall once again, just enjoying my morning coffee. Not got too much of a plan for this one, but I am feeling more up for it today, which is a good thing. So still a bit under the weather, which is not ideal, but we'll see how we feel on the walls when we get out there. There's one section of the wall that I've not climbed any of the routes on yet, so I'm probably going to stick with that one today. Thankfully it's not too busy in the gym right now, so once I finish my coffee I'll probably get cracking with that. And then yeah, get through all of them quite quickly. I'll probably revisit some of the routes that I've tried before and see if we can send them this time. Yeah, there's a few that I've failed, so yeah, see if we can get them done today. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so this is the section of the wall that I've not climbed yet. Essentially everything from this wall all the way around to here. So I've not tried any of these routes other than the yellow on this wall. It was from the comp the other day. And then there's also this red on this wall that I've not tried, this V5. So yeah, I'm going to get stuck into these today and see what we can do. I'm just going to warm up on them, the easier grades now, and then see if we can push the harder grades as well. One way of getting that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into this V4 now on a slab wall. It's the red one. Pretty crimpy start, very small holes. Then a couple footholds down the bottom. Other hand starts on here. And there's a foothold on the volume. Hand hold up here. And then all the holds are very narrow. Very much together, and the top holder you can't really see it, it's just right on top of that volume just there. That's where the finish hold is. So yeah, it should be quite a technical one, this one I think. Yeah, like I say, the holds are very narrow at the top, so it's going to be difficult to balance myself. So my footwork's going to have to be pretty good on this one. There's also a foothold there, which I didn't realise, just a little one. Whether I need that or not, we'll see. I assume I will. Yeah, that was a weird route. I don't think I did that right, but managed to send it, so can't complain. Okay, I'm going to jump into this blue V3 now. Very similar really in the way it's laid out and the style to the red V4 I just did. All the holds are just in a straight line. I mean, these are kind of the type of routes that I find the most difficult to read exactly. I mean, obviously these last two here before the finish are both side pulling, so I'm going to have to get my weight to the left and lean into those holds, probably with one foot on that hold and then my other foot flagging on the wall. But yeah, it's quite tricky in my mind anyway to read this kind of route. It's very straight, not really what I'd suggest is my style, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I was okay in the end. Yeah, I think getting my left foot on that hold, that foothold, the last one, really helped quite a lot, to be honest. Once I was set on that, I had a lot of weight going through the feet, and it's quite easy to lean into the hold and reach the top. Okay, going to jump into this black V4 now. It's got quite an interesting looking start. It's quite stretched, so Start hold here, palm down on, and a very high foot next to it. Obviously quite a long way off the ground. Similar on this side, little crimp to pull in the opposite direction, not loads on that. And then a foot here, so you're kind of spanning your feet between those two, which is going to kind of test my flexibility, which is good. And then there's a little foot chip on the volume here. Big hold this way, which is quite a jug to be honest, very big. Same with this one, looks maybe a bit less juggy, but quite big still. And there's a foot hold by the looks of it here as well, up to a crimp, and then another crimp to bump to the last from there. So, should be quite a good route this one. Oh, good route that. Very stretched start, which is what I expected, but I actually think I'm getting somewhat slightly more flexible from the stretching that I've been doing, which is good to see on the walls. Helping me out a lot. Okay, I jump into this red V5 now. It looks quite powerful and quite technical. So it starts very low hand here, and there's no feet at all. And then the other hand is on this. And it goes up to this kind of slopey big hold here, and then there's an undercling up here, and then up to the last, which looks like a bit of a press finish. So there is a volume here, not sure how useful that's going to be, but aside from that there's no real feet. It's another very straight route, so once again very difficult for me to read. Definitely think I'm going to have to mantle on that big slopey hold in the middle. And then come up to this hold here and kind of get my foot up on this, but I think that's going to be quite an awkward move, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know how you're supposed to start that. Okay, so what I think's happened here on this V5, I think what's happened is that this wall has not been reset recently, but this wall has. So this is all changed. And I think there was a volume somewhere down here where you could obviously use the corner of that to have your right foot planted and get more purchase, but that's obviously not there anymore because they've reset this wall. So I think that's kind of affected this route. It's probably the only route that's been affected by that. But yeah, that's why I think it's pretty damn hard to start now, because unless you're very, very good at pinching, which I'm not, I can set on this with two hands, but if I release one, I'm not strong enough to hold that. So that's why I keep falling off. I think there was a volume here that you could use the edge of, which is why it's quite tricky to start now. So. Okay, I'm just going to jump into this orange V5 now. Starts with a very low hand in up pulling hold. And then the other hand's on this, which is kind of like a decent pinch actually, to be honest. Relatively in cut. Foothold here, up to another similar hold, which is quite pinchy. And then there's a hold on this volume. And then it's a big move up to this kind of blocked crimp, and then a Gaston up there as well. And then there's a small crimp before the last hole, which looks like it could be a chuck. So, see how this one goes. Okay, so I'm thinking with this one, I want to get as much weight as I can through the left. So as I've shown in previous videos, I'm going to flag underneath with the right foot and get my hips as far over this hold as I can. And then I should be able to basically have all the weight through the left hand, right hand barely doing anything. I'll then be able to match, and from there I can pull up to here, likely come into a Gaston and then walk the feet up. And then it looks like quite a big move, just pulling up to a dead point on either the block crimp or the Gaston. I'm not sure what the hold on the right will really be useful for, the way I'm seeing it, I don't know. I think I'll pull straight to the one on the left, and then from there I can get my feet up to the crimp, and then up to the top at the end as well. yeah, like I said, not sure what that hold on the right was for. Maybe it's just to throw you off a little bit, but yeah, found it a bit easier to just go. Got the momentum right to the crimp, and then yeah, it was quite straightforward to the end from there. Okay, I'm going to move on to this blue V6 now. It's got a small foot chip at the bottom down here, and then there's an undercling and hold, nice and crimpy on here, and then it's a big kind of in-cut, slopey-ish hold to hold on to. There's a foot chip on this volume, and then there's a side pull, an undercling, and a very, very slopey side pull, up to a blocked crimp before the finish hold, which has barely got any chalk on it, which suggests that probably not many people have climbed this one yet. Ooh, blimey. Really not a lot on that hold at all. I feel like these kind of holds just absolutely drain my forearms. So pumpy, you're always just fighting to hold on to them. And that's obviously linked to my body positioning, but I just find those slopey, big holds really just drain my energy so quickly. I need to figure out what to do in here so I can come into that undercling, get my feet up, and then get my weight across to the side pull. I don't think my feet are high enough up really for a match, because obviously being an undercling, it's much harder to hold on to that one on the left when my feet are lower, so I need to kind of warm my feet up before I go for that, but it was quite unstable, so I need to figure out a way of getting my feet up without coming off. Maybe doing it slightly more dynamically. I'm doing it very statically at the minute, which is not great for my energy levels, so I think I might try and do it a bit more explosively and maybe come into both. And yeah, see how that goes. How do you hold that? Yeah, I'm really struggling with this one. Finding it very challenging. It's not my style whatsoever. Big slopey holds. I just can't get my body positioning right. I'm always fighting that hold. Matching it feels impossible. Coming into the left hand, just always falling off the wall every time I do that. So yeah, tricky. I might try and get set on the wall from those two holds, see what kind of position I'm in, and then try and work backwards from that. Might help me. Also just see if I can do the end. But yeah, that move is kind of the crux for me right now, that's for sure. Ooh. It's just such a draining route, really tiring. I felt okay once I pushed enough in the toe. I think a lot of it is trusting my feet on the volume. It's hard to, the angle was very steep. Trusting the friction is pretty difficult mentally. But yeah, when I pushed really hard, trusted it, and came into this, it was okay. Transitioning was all right. That hole's not as bad as I thought it was. It's actually slightly better. But yes, that hold is very blocked, that crimp, really blocked. You've got to be so accurate with that and be so static to get to that. So I need to trust my right foot more, try and get my hips across further. But the issue is that the more I shift my weight to the right, the less my left hand is doing on that side pull. the more I'm just going to swing off. So very difficult to go statically to that crimp and also keep tension through the left hand. So it's a really well set route. It's challenging, very challenging. So I'm going to have a breather now because I'm very tired, and then see if we can do a little bit better, get a bit more progress, and at least try and do the route in 2 parts at the very least. Okay, I'm going to brush these holds now, give myself the best chance possible to grip onto them. And I think the main thing is trusting my feet on the volume. I'm going to push really hard. Looking at the footage back, it looks like I just lost tension through the foot. I don't think I slipped, I think I just didn't press hard enough. Obviously the more force you apply, the more friction you get, so you have to trust it and push hard. And I think that's why I was falling off. So I'm going to try and walk my feet up a bit higher, so I can step into the undercling and push really hard with my feet on the volume to keep myself locked into the wall. Okay, I'm just going to give them the holds a brush first. Okay, I'm just going to climb up the red V0 and then try and have a feel for the top hold, see what it's like. If it's joggy enough and easy enough to hold on to, I'll try dynamically go into it from a few different places before trying it from the set move where I'll be moving to it from. Yeah, it definitely feels like a bit of a jog, so might just try and go dynamically for it. Yeah, so I'm happy that I can go to that dynamically. It's going to be more difficult coming this side because it is slanting this way, so I'll just try from over here as well. But yeah, I think that should be doable from that hold there, because this is so hard to use. Oh, just lost the right foot. Oh, I just missed that hand. Oh, just poor accuracy of the left hand on that one. Didn't come into the hold enough, didn't catch it right, and then just slipped off. I think my feet were good, well set on that, but my hand accuracy just wasn't good enough, so that's why I missed, and then it's not easy to hold on to after that. So.
Last time, you went out of the left hand to there before you could. I think it's like this looked hard. No, it's not. This could have gone better.
Oh.
I'm still going back. You are, yeah. I think looking at the
Generating from that position is harder than I first thought. I thought I'd be able to pull and get myself across enough to then go dynamically to the last, but yeah, didn't quite feel like I had the strength to do that. I don't know if that's because I was tired from doing the rest of the route first, but yeah, it's a long way further than I thought it was, because my body, obviously being on the side pull, was a lot further to the left, so it's a much bigger movement. Okay, it might be because my left foot was just flagging, it was just kind of dangling here. What I might try and do is get my foot on the volume. That way I can at least push with the left foot rather than just pulling with my arms. I can use the left foot to generate towards the hold as well, so I'll probably try and get in the position in isolation, just climb up some of the black route, use the black foot hold to begin with, and then change to just being in that last position that I was in, and see if I can generate with the left foot. It just doesn't feel right. Whilst that is a good hold at the end, I just don't think I can generate to that from there. I think I'm going to have to use that crimp, which is obviously why it's there. And yeah, I'm going to have to try and do it statically and just get my body positioning right. So I'll practice that move in isolation, go into the crimp, and then it may well be actually what I've just seen, literally as I was just speaking, maybe a toe hook on this, which I didn't even think of or look at before. That's going to stop me swinging out, which was the issue that I had. So if I can get up and get either a heel or a toe in that, That's going to stop me barn dooring, which should make me go to that hole a lot more statically. So I'm going to try that in isolation now. Oh, it's just such an awkward position. I really don't know how to do this. I think I just need to be better technically, more weight on this hold. Difficulty is overhanging, so even when I do get my hips in close, I'm still falling away from the wall. I need something to stop me from doing that. So, yeah, really quite tricky, to be honest, to figure this one out. Yeah, I just watched all the footage back of my attempts, and I think the way I tried the first time is realistically the way it's set and the way that I'm going to be able to do this. I don't think any of the other ways I try is going to work, so I think it is a case of matching the side pull, right foot on here. I just need to try and shift my weight across a bit more onto the foot, get a little bit lower into it, and then go up very, very statically and slowly to the hold. But yeah, without falling off the wall, which is the hard part. So try and do that in isolation now, and then yeah, if we can, also give it a few goes. If we can do that, then we can do the whole route, then we can go from there. That hold is just so small. I did feel better. I felt like I was more static that time, but once I got the hand there, it was just nothing to hold on to. So yeah, I'm gonna rest again and then try again, but that's a really tough move for me. Okay, I would like to give it a few more goes, just that one move in isolation, but even just getting up there with the other holds is quite tiring, and it's basically the end of the session for me. I'm knackered now, so I've only got a couple more attempts left, so rather than wasting my energy each time and trying to get that move right, I'm just going to take a bit of a risk and see if I can get the whole section done. I'm confident that's the way to do it. It's just about executing. Give myself the best chance to just brush that hold, which I think it was going to make a difference because there was quite a lot of chalk on there. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get it in one of these last few goes. So we'll try it all the way from the bottom and yeah, see if we can send it. Oh, best go yet. It was definitely better to hold on to that one, but didn't feel too comfortable with the left hand. I kind of missed the hold a little bit with the right, so obviously the gap between the blocked and the actual crimp to hold on to is so small. You have to be so precise. And I wasn't precise enough that time, but yeah, once I'm there, I think I can toe hook and then get to the last. So yeah, give it another rest, try and send it next time. Oh, fucking hell. That's so hard. Just cannot get that left hand in a comfortable position. It always feels like it's slipping off, and then I'm rushing to go to the right, and because I'm rushing I then miss the hold. It's a really, really well set route, this one. It's so hard. Okay, I'm kind of running on empty now. This is going to be my last go. Yeah, I've not got really any more attempts left in me. I'm going to go do a gym session after this, so I've already climbed more than I probably should have, but yeah, I know I'm really close on this, so I'm going to give this the best shot, see if we can do it. Yeah, last go, all or nothing, we'll see what happens. Not like that. Oh, I can't fucking do this bit. Jesus Christ. I'm too tired. Fucking hell. Why can't I do that now? Okay, I know I said that was my last go, but I actually refused to end on such a pathetic attempt. So until I have another go at that second last move, I'm going to keep trying until then. So even though I'm tired, this could take me quite a few goes, but hopefully I'll get this accurately this time. Make sure my footwork's better, pushing hard with my feet. And yeah, hopefully we'll get up to that move at least and hopefully hold it as well.
Yeah, I quite quickly wanted to get into the order because you can take away my feet quite a lot. I did do quite a mega drop. Dropping the knee in to get my weight over.
I just don't have that right now. I'm too tired. I think it is obviously world's least flexible climb. I think that is linked to it because same position. When I'm shifting my weight onto my knee hits the wall, bum's a long way out, weight's a long way out. So classic problem that I face all the time with my climbing. So I think that's to do with it, but I think I can do this. Maybe when I'm fresh, maybe when I try that in isolation a few more times, but it's not going to be today because I'm completely exhausted. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that was helpful for you. Yeah, tough session, but good progress. Quite happy with that. Yeah, hopefully be able to come back and try this another time and send it as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Really helps me out a lot. And yeah, as always, most importantly, make sure you grab life by the plums, and I'll see you in the next one.